Okay, so the first match of the World 2020 is going to start, and surprisingly, no opening ceremony in Hambantota. And this is questionable. Should there be an opening ceremony? I don't think so. Not in Hambantota, but Premadasa, that's questionable. Premadasa is, it's really a place to party, and it's great. And it's a lot of people will come to Premadasa to actually watch the opening ceremony and this match. But Hambantota, the elephants may attract tourists, but we're gonna need some good stuff to attract tourists to watch a game of cricket. Now, something that's really just surprised me a lot is that people are saying that Zimbabwe are the favourites. Sri Lanka may have a lot of pressure, but they're still the favourites. They have a lot of pressure playing at home, but I still don't understand. They actually played most of their games in the ICC World Cup at home, except for the final, obviously, which India definitely had the favourite as they were playing at home. But if you just take out all just the final, just one match, they were playing most of them at home, but there was none of this whole pressure and stuff like that, and it's just unusual, and it's never come up before. There's also India as the favourite to win the match. I'm not really sure, sorry, the tournament, not the match, but I'm not really sure. It's definitely a possibility with youngsters like Virat Kohli, but if you watch the warm-up matches, and you've probably seen that Pakistan have won and New Zealand have won the warm-up matches, and I don't know, what does this show? They won against Sri Lanka, yeah, that was a big win, but Pakistan and New Zealand was 1 run, that's acceptable, but Pakistan, that was 9 runs. That's average margin in 2020 cricket. And, we can ask ourselves, are we just, too, dazzled by the Indians? They're very, you could say, they always are the favourites because we think that they're always just so fabulous and great. But, they also have highs and lows like any other team. But I would say they are, favourites to get to the finals. To get to the very end and hold that cup, I'm not very sure. Sri Lanka, they say, are the favourites. Once again, 2020 is a very unpredictable game. It's a game where even those lower teams like Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, Ireland and so, can come up and strike and, really surprise. And it's very unpredictable to see who's going to win this. England also, who won the last 2020 World Cup, that's also a team that has some potential to win, who won against Australia. But Australia, they're really going down now. I realised that West Indies was in the Australia group, and that's also, I don't know if it's going to be a challenge really, but Australia have really got to come back. Their form hasn't been at their highest lately, and it's got to get better for this World Cup. And they just haven't been great in the West. They haven't been great in the West Indies series, the Pakistan series. Recently, they just lost 2-3. The 2020 series, so 2-1, 3-match series. Sorry. Australia haven't been very great. George Bailey, obviously the captain. Now let's talk about the match coming up, the first opening match in Hambantota, Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe. Now, there are a few new names in the Sri Lankan squad from the inaugural SLPL league they were discovered. Let's just have a look at this. We have, so the usual captain, Jayawardena, and of course, the few big names here, Sangakkara coming back. Sangakkara, who recently just won 3 ICC awards. So Sangakkara, that's great, with his hand injury, but has he still got his form? I don't know. We've got Arjantha Mendes, who's also coming back. Jeevan Mendes, Lahir Thirumana, and newly to the team on his international debut, Dilshan Munavira. Herat, who's, very great spinner. Shaminda Eranga, who's the youngster. Malinga, everyone knows him. Angelo Matthews. And there's a new name in there too. Now, this person who's just been discovered from SLPL and has some, he's a bowler and he's pretty good, but I don't know about international, but obviously they're trying him out. But there's a little bit of pressure on him to have a good game here because it's the World Cup. You got to be good, and only the best are going. Then they're just testing, experimenting at this time. I don't know if it's the best and greatest thing to do, but it's just to give him a try. That's the main aim, I'm guessing, to just give him a try.